All right, so here I am with Ollie at ICI. Now, Ollie, can you please tell us about the relationship that ICI has with EMC?
Oh my gosh, it's an amazing relationship we've had for about 7 years now, going back. And we started out doing professional services and then moved in really to a lot of the solutions. So EMC over the last, geez, yeah, I would have to say eight, 9 years, have done a really good job of diversifying the company and making the role of the partner very relevant. So if you go back to 2003, you got the acquisition of Legato, some major milestones of VMware, Documentum going forward, Avamar data domain. There's just there's a lot of different things. At ICI, we always say that you're EMC exclusive partner. Do you think that's putting all your eggs in one basket? And we say no, because EMC just isn't about storage today, right? I mean, I left one out, security. I mean, EMC is more than just spinning disks today. It's about a lot of things. It's around information infrastructure, and that's what we're about. Global infrastructure consulting company, right up of north of Gillette Stadium in Marlborough, Mass. We're an EMC Global Services Partner of the Year last year. Your information governance partner of the year last year, 2 years in a row. That EMC Services was 4 years. So from a services standpoint, we're rock solid, and then from obviously a solution standpoint, we're one of EMC's top partners.
Awesome. Well, it's definitely apparent that you have a very close relationship with EMC. You
Yes.
work with us on a lot of different fronts. So coming to these events, why is it so great to come to forums, events like this, and interact with the customers? I mean, what are some of the things that you are seeing and really taking from these events?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, meeting the ecosystem of what's going out there today. And, if you look to our right, there's Veeam that's over there. They're in the backup space. EMC does a lot. They're not the silver bullet to anyone's problems, and that's why partners like ICI, we say, you know what, there are some gaps. We're going to help fill those gaps for our customers. So sitting down here, meeting with the other people within the ecosystem, partner-wise, vendor-wise, and then sitting down with the customers. The customers are all here. And you know what? A lot of customers that are walking through here, they're customers of, I would say, 50 to 60 to 80% of the people that are sitting at these tables. So we're all in this together. Customers, partners, vendors, we're all in this together. So forums like this is, let's put the pause button on our busy lives every day. Let's get together for half a day, and let great things get accomplished. So even personally, I've had some great conversations with customers today, introducing them to folks that they didn't even know that they had to support them. So it's a great get together.
What are some of the trigger words that you're hearing today? We know the IT industry is constantly changing. So as you're interacting with customers, working with the rest of the partners, what are some of the real trigger words, so to say, that are driving the industry right now?
Yeah, obviously scale out compute is big. The Isilon pickup was famous for EMC because that's really what the customers want to see. When they need to scale out, they want to scale out with performance. And traditionally, what you're seeing when you're adding more storage, the performance in any kind of array is going to go down. Well, Isilon, it's not. You're going to scale out, and you're going to scale with performance. And obviously, I don't have to say it. It's the the 800-pound gorilla that's in the room is cloud computing, and everybody knows about it. But from our standpoint, we've been doing cloud computing, for a very long time. When you're putting together VMware and you're consolidating servers, and you've got your switches and your servers and virtualization and storage in the back end, that is what they call the private cloud. So, and when we're replicating that information to another disaster recovery center, that is your private cloud. So today, the only thing that's different is, hey, let's take that. We're not going to put a lot of money into our DR site. Why should we have something sitting there that's idle? Why don't we send this out to the cloud? Okay, if we need that. So there's been a shift in process, but cloud computing isn't anything new to us. Some of the principals of our company, they started this way with the VAX computers. Back in the 80s, it was all centralized computing. Then everything went to decentralized computing, and now we're back here. Centralizing compute power. That's why VCE is so important. And even looking at desktops today, those are like your green screen terminals that you used back in the day. They were connected to mainframes. We are there today, but it's not as rigid and inflexible as it was back then.
Right, so we're doing everything for the customer. The customer, when it comes to technology, the questions they have, we're answering them, as well as giving them a fun environment to do it in. As you can see, we're sitting here basically at a Patriots game tailgate. So it's definitely great. It's definitely great to give the customer, not only the answers to the questions that they want, but also the atmosphere that they're needing. And I guess, what do you see next for the customers? And moving forward, where we're in the middle of Q4 right now. So what do you see next next for this coming year and for EMC, the partners, as well as our customers?
So what I see is I think there needs to be more of an adoption for cloud computing. There's been a lot of talk about it. People are slowly trickling into it. I think there's been a lot of demand created by all of us, I would say, on the partner and manufacturer side. But people are slowly moving out of that POC phase and really getting to getting it into production. So what I see for 2012 is more adoption of cloud computing, and hopefully for us, an EMC exclusive partner, more brilliant acquisitions by EMC's management team.
All right, Ali, well, thank you very much, and I'm going to enjoy the rest of this tailgate party that we're having here.